Probably the first time I went to school. When I went to school, I noticed that I had to do other things that other kids couldn't. Take enzymes, stuff like that. Just kind of growing up, first, second grade, it started to hit me a little bit more. It's a little different. I used to have to go to the nurse a lot to get pills and stuff like that. That's kind of right when I realized I was a little different than most other kids. Growing up with cystic fibrosis, I tried not to let it bug me that much. I still played a bunch of sports growing up. I tried not to let it affect anything I did. Obviously, I had to do all the breathing treatments and stuff, and that usually takes up time and makes me a little bit different. But growing up with CF, it had its challenges, but overall, I just kind of really wanted to be normal, so I didn't really let it affect me as much as it could have. So when I was in college, a day in the life was more about, I'd wake up about an hour and a half before class. I would do a breathing treatment, so I did the vest, all the ventilator stuff, took my pills, took a shower, got dressed, and went to class. Went to class for about 4 hours or so, and then I got home and did a regular breathing treatment. And then I would just do schoolwork, go out, play golf, stuff like that. And then at night, obviously, I had to repeat the same cycle I did in the morning. So now my day in the life's a little bit different that I'm done with school. I wake up in the morning and do breathing treatments and just kind of go about my day. I have to do antibiotics every 4 hours, so I have to stop what I'm doing and do those. But overall, it's pretty steady. It's nice to be on a routine sometimes. So CF clinic's a little bit different than normal people's or normal person's doctor visit. I show up, and usually they take about 4 hours. So I see a team of people of about, 5 different doctors. So we go in, and then I think I usually see the nutritionist first. She comes in, goes over my diet, looks over my diabetes information. We make any adjustments she thinks that we need to make. And then I'll do a PFT. So I'll go through the PFT routine, go over the numbers a little bit. I don't really talk about those numbers till the CF doctor comes in, who's Dr. Rao. And then I'll see pharmacist. They'll go over all my meds, anything I need refills on, any questions I have on the meds. If I have a new drug, they'll answer anything I need to know about that. And then if I come off any drugs, they'll also address that. And after that, I will usually see she's I don't know the technical term for it, but she goes over all my treatments. She talks about the treatment therapy, anything I need to know about that. They may have updated some stuff. If I need any masks or new equipment, she goes over all that. And then she kind of goes over my PFTs a little bit. She's not the official doctor on that, but she still knows a lot. So we talk about any adjustments maybe I can make in my treatments to increase my PFTs. And then I finish with Dr. Rao, who's my CF doctor. And he goes over basically everything the other doctors went over. If he needs to make any adjustments, he's final say. And he goes over my PFTs pretty thoroughly. We talk about trends and stuff like that. And then at the end of that, if there's nothing to be addressed, I'm on my way. If there's other stuff he wants to address, then we talk about it. And that kind of ends the trip. For me, like other people, CF's a little different for everyone. For me, the lung issues haven't really been a problem for me. Like I said, I've been very active. I'm usually outside almost every day doing something. And so lung conditions, I've had my issues, but I've only been hospitalized about twice with that. The biggest thing for me that really affected me was freshman year of college. I got diagnosed with CF diabetes. And at first it was 1 insulin shot a day, which was a pain, and then you kind of have to watch what you eat. And now, 4 years later, I'm up to insulin pump. So I had to monitor it routinely, and that really, that was probably the hardest thing for me, because for 18 years, I was kind of on autopilot. I knew what I had to do with the lungs things. I knew what the treatments were, and then the doctor goes, well, now you got to do this, and that's a whole other major condition that is very tough, especially with CF. I have to gain a bunch of weight, so I have to eat constantly. And eating and also managing diabetes is a pretty tough, and that's been my biggest challenge as far as it comes to with my strain of CF. I was pretty young when they came to the idea, and I thought it was cool because I'm a big golfer. I play a lot of golf, and they came up with the idea of having a golf tournament. I was really stoked for it. It's pretty cool now looking back at it, being 10 years, of how cool it was that a group of people cared enough about a certain disease, which related to me, to start an event. And it was pretty special to know that someone cared, because CF's not a big disease. A lot of people don't even know about it, and if you tell them what it is, they don't know either. So the fact that a group of people came together and decided that it was their job to build awareness for it was pretty special. Jim, obviously Christian, my dad, mom, and everybody else who was on the first board, and the Kleins, and it was pretty sweet, and I really do appreciate everything you've done. I know it may not look like it, but I am very, very touched in the whole situation, and it was pretty special for them, and I thank you guys. I think our event does a great job of raising awareness. Every year it seems to hold steady with the amount of people that come in, and the money that comes in. It fluctuates from $100,000 to $500,000, which is a great donation. We've raised over $3 million plus for the event, and while CF needs a lot of money, that's a big chunk of change that goes to research, so it does its job. I really enjoy the dinner. I mean, golf is fun. The golf tournament's been a little different. We played at a lot of different courses, and it's fun every year, but the dinner is a lot of, it's a fun night. It's a long night. It's constant entertainment, and I leave the Classic every year, the gala dinner, and I'm like, that was fun. So that's probably my favorite. It's pretty important, mainly because it's one of the premier golf events that cystic fibrosis have. We don't have that many, and it's really important to bring people from all the way down to San Diego and LA, and we kind of combine them in the middle there to build a really fun golf event, a 2-day event with the dinner, and it gives off the most realistic golf kind of event there is. Even the best part is we raise money at the end of the day. It's important mainly because it's a brainchild of a lot of people close to me, and it's near and dear to their heart, and obviously for me, it's obviously special to me. But it's a great event, and the whole board works really hard every year on the event. Constant, even behind the scenes, you guys don't even know what goes on. Constant emails, texts, calls. It's a lot of work to put on a big event like this. So it's important that people come and support it, so that way we can continue the work that's been done. We've raised a lot of money, and hopefully we can continue to raise a lot of money from years to come. Cystic fibrosis is also important to build awareness for because it's an orphan disease. Like I previously stated, a lot of people don't even know what CF is, and if I tell them what it is, they still don't know. And that's fine, I understand that. It's not a big disease. So that's why events like this and cystic fibrosis are so important to bring awareness to, because we don't get TV, or it's not one of the big diseases, which is understandable. It affects a small population, but because of that, we need as much awareness as we can get. So hopefully it'll be even smaller and we won't have to deal with it anymore. This is gonna be pretty fun. It's a little different. We used to do Saturday and Monday, which was tough because a lot of people didn't come on Mondays, which I understand. It's hard to get off work nowadays. This year's gonna be completely different. We're gonna have dinner on Saturday as usual for the gala, and then the next day we're gonna have the golf tournament. So it's gonna be a really fun weekend to get away. I'm hoping a lot of people will get away on a Friday and kind of stay till Sunday, and it should be a little mini vacation for everyone, and for a good cause.